Hey guys, so we're going to talk about how to improve your windsurfing stance for more speed and control. So we definitely see people that could improve their efficiency and speed and control by how they're positioning their body and controlling the rig and trimming the board. And so we're going to go over that. For light wind, we're standing more upright. The rig is very upright. I'm a bit more upright. My body is straighter. You're looking up and standing near the center line of the board. And then when it gets windier, I'm committing more to the harness. My harness lines, I lengthen my harness lines. I sit back more. I'm committing more to the harness because there's more pull. There's more pull from the sail. I'm sitting back. And then, but my body's still fairly straight. You want both hands on the boom, about a thumb length from the harness lines, and so there should be equal pull on each hand. And even if you just grab the hand by just the fingertips and have the top of your thumb on your boom, that way you get a little further out. You're looking forward, and your shoulders are further out than your hips, generally speaking. And what that's doing is putting more body weight out away from the sail, and getting your body weight off the board increases the control, because now the board can go about handling the water, and your suspension is your knees and your waist, whereas your upper body is staying more still. And then as I go faster, I'm braking at the hips, and I'm sitting back more. And in stronger wind, it's even more that case. Like, I'm sitting back more, I'm looking forward. You can see that with the hat, where I'm looking, because my body tells me what the rig is doing and what the board is doing. You know, the rig is brought over me some. I'm looking forward with shoulders forward. And as the wind is really picked up, I'm sitting even more back with my hips to keep the weight low, and I'm pushing more sideways on the fin to keep the board going across. And the more I sit back, the faster the board goes, because I'm sheeting in the sail more. So as I'm committing to the harness, my weight is coming through the harness lines, into the boom, down the mast, and that's keeping the weight on the nose to keep the board flatter, fore to aft this way. And then also, I'm pushing sideways. You could see the board just scooted a little bit there, and I'm pushing sideways through against the fin, because the fin is actually pushing this way to resist the pull of the sail. And so if I'm pushing sideways through the board, I want to keep the board trimmed to leeward, so that the leeward rail is really cutting through the water, and that helps to stabilize the board. And that picks up speed and gives you control. So on the feet, there's about 2/3 of your weight, 3/4 of the weight, depending on, is on the back foot, and 1/4 or 1/3 of the weight is on the front foot. Both legs should be slightly, the back leg is more bent than the front, but you don't want to lock the front leg. You want to be able to allow the board to go through the water and adjust. and your leg is adjusting to the board coming through the water, through the chop, and your hips and your knees are the suspension that allows your upper body to stay still as you're as you're sailing.